everybody, we are at our final crown chakra crystal. Can you believe it? I can't believe we've gotten through 7 energy centers and 3 crystals of each. It's gone by so quickly, it feels like. And it's not our final video. We have 2 special request videos on the way, so send you guys kisses for special requests. I really love working with crystals, and I really love sharing the information with you guys because crystal allies can be so helpful for many, many things. And this week, our crystal ally is Fluorite. And I got to show you guys my favorite fluorite of all time. And of course, it's a heart shape, right? So Fluorite, they're transparent. You can kind of see my face through it a little bit. You'll usually find the colors are green and purple. This one has some yellow through it. I have another little piece over here that it's not exactly too little, but same thing. The richness in it is not as strong, but it does have this blue up in the corner, which I am not accustomed to seeing in fluorite. If you guys have seen like blue fluorite, let me know, because I usually always see them like this big mamba jamba and they're usually always like green and purple. So this piece right here, just a little side note, I got this on eBay. So if you have the patience to do the bidding wars on eBay, sometimes you can find some really good pieces and get a really good deal. So this one, I think I paid a total of 30 bucks for. And so that's really not that bad at all. Like if I were to get this in a shop anywhere near me, it would be much, much more expensive than that. So eBay can be good. I know some of you have expressed that you don't have crystal shops near you. So eBay and Etsy are great places to go for crystals. Also, I'm still selling my crystal head wraps on my Etsy shop, which is labeled Greenlight Messages, and you can find me there, and you can also purchase readings there as well. So Etsy is a great place to go for crystals and for readings and all those fun things, you guys. So let's get into it. The fluorite is a brilliant crystal for removing negative energy. I want to put that out there like first thing. And I also want to tell you guys that this is a crystal that does it gently. It's brilliant at removing negative energy, and it does it in a very gentle way. It doesn't just rip things off. It's kind of a gentle sloughing off. And they're a very, very sensitive crystal. If there's too much energy, they can crack. They can break. They're very sensitive that way. And just like you and I like showers to clean up, this crystal I have found in my own personal experience likes being run underwater and get like a crystal shower. So that is how I clear my fluorites. I have found that they usually feel really energetically cleansed and refreshed after that. I also will charge them in the moonlight because the moonlight is not as, I guess damaging would be the good word for the transparent stones that have color in them. So just like, amethyst, if it sits in the sun, it's going to fade that brilliant purple in it. And the same thing goes for the fluorites. You can see that this one has not had nearly the sun exposure that this one has. You can see the difference, that the colors have faded a bit. So charge them in the moonlight. They really enjoy that. And the I guess the biggest part of my journey with this that I really want to share with you guys is 2 things. I felt the energy centers from my solar plexus up through my crown come into more of an alignment as I was working with the fluorite. And all these centers are psychic centers for you. And I know some of you may think, well, how is your heart chakra a psychic center? But if you're an empathic person or a very clairsentient person, your heart chakra also does a lot of the work for picking up that empathic energy or what the emotions of other people or what other people are kind of going through. So your heart and your solar plexus there are 2 very strong indicators of what's going on. Those are also those huge centers for picking up that information about other people. So really from your solar plexus up is kind of where all your psychic information is going to be received through. So fluorite is excellent for kind of aligning those centers, helping the energy be able to come and go through those centers a lot clearer as well. And in my journey, the only visual I really got, you guys, was a peacock, and the peacock was covered in dirt. And I'm looking at him, and he had this really sad look on his face, and I was like, Peacock, what's going on? And immediately you just start shaking, like kind of violently shaking, not seizure-y, but, just really like a dog shaking off water and really getting into it, right? So, and then there's this huge just plume of like dust and just cloud of dust. And as the dust settles, I see his peacock feathers come up, and he all of a sudden, his energy is completely transformed. He's just totally happy and energetic. And his words for us were, I help you shake off what is clouding you from shining your true colors. Do not be afraid to shine. So this is a crystal that's almost like a confidence booster in a way, you guys, because it kind of helps you feel that it's okay to shine who you are. Shake off that mud and just be who you are. The world needs you as you are. You are here for a reason. I strongly believe this, and that your true colors need to shine. Just be who you are. The world is, the world can be a beautiful place, and it can also be a rough place, especially in society. And the one thing I really want to say with that is, if people have judgments of you, it's a projection that they're putting out that they really have a negative feeling about themselves on, or it's that they're jealous of you. It's something that they're unhappy with within themselves. So a lot of the time we are like mirrors to somebody else. We can wind up reflecting things to them that they need to work on within themselves. So I don't care what somebody said about you or says about you, you're still a beautiful person, and you need to shine who you are, and don't be afraid to let your peacock feathers shine, you guys, because you are beautiful and you are worthy, and we are so needing to shine our lights in this world and just be who we are, because we're all unique and we all bring different gifts to the planet. So that's my little PSA on be who you are, shine your light. So, definitely a very sensitive crystal. If you are using it on a day-to-day basis, which I definitely do, make sure that you clear it on a day-to-day basis so that you can keep the energy through it clear, because they are very sensitive to that energy. And we can wind up picking up negative energy just going out to the grocery store, So, it's really good to just have as a little pocket crystal. You can wear it as jewelry and just cleanse it every day. Run under a little bit of water, give it a little happy charge in the moonlight, and they're usually really happy and good to go. So, if you are an emotionally sensitive person like me, you are going to probably make really good friends with fluorite, because it will help you clear and balance your energy. It will help you kind of slough off some of the junk that you wind up taking on a day-to-day basis. So, I think that's really it. Let me look at my book here. If you wind up seeing that your fluorite gets a fracture or cracks through it, just give it like a nice longer bath, a little bit longer, and through the water, or just let it soak in the water for a little while, and then let it charge in the moonlight, and just let it get some healing, because they are very, very sensitive to energy. They break very easily. Case in point, I accidentally dropped this little guy, and now I have to find a way to put him back together. And I didn't even drop him from a very high distance. I think he was just needed to be cleansed, and I didn't do a good enough job of cleansing either. So a little spill and a huge crack, and now it's fractured and broken. So just be really careful with your fluorites. They do break, and they are very sensitive to energy. So that's really it. That is all I really wanted to share about fluorite, you guys. Stay tuned. We have 2 more crystal videos coming up, and I will talk to you guys super soon. Light and love.